Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by. I hope you all are having a great day. For those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to be using some of our home canned goods to make delicious potato salad. It's that time of year, right? We've got the grill going, it's almost summer, so we're thinking about barbecues and picnics and all that kind of thing. So I thought I would whip up some potato salad and show you how to use your home canned goods to make it. Now, many of you follow me for my canning, and that's great. I love that. And oftentimes I hear from you and you say, well, that's great that you canned that, but how do you use it? And others of you have contacted me and say, I'd really like to can that, but I'm not sure how I would use it. So I'm going to be on a mission to start a series of videos to show you how to practically use the things that we can. Now, I do try really hard when I can things to make sure that it's something that is practical to use. There are some crazy things out there that people can, and I do like to try to keep it practical, but I know some of you struggle with how you would use what we can up in a recipe. So I'm going to try to do more of that for you. So we're going to kind of kick off that series here, and we're going to make some potato salad. So we are going to be using our home canned herbed potatoes. If you've not canned these, I highly recommend that you give them a try. They're absolutely delicious, really simple to do, and are wonderful to have on your shelf. They have a lot of uses, and today we're going to be using them for potato salad. It's a great starter. You can have potato salad done in no time when you have these on hand. The other thing we're going to be using are my Zesty bread and butter pickles. I will leave a link to the video on these. These are fantastic. Also, lots and lots of great flavor in here. They are a bread and butter style pickle, but they also have some peppers and some onions and some delicious spices. So it's perfect in potato salad. And then we're going to jazz up our dressing on our potato salad a little bit further and use our homemade Dijon mustard. And I have a video on this as well, so I will link it for you with an iCard and in the description box below. So we're going to use 3 things from our home canned pantry. I have videos on all of these, and I will make sure that they are linked for you. So I'm going to bring you in close, and we are going to get started. Okay guys, so the first thing that you want to do is drain your potatoes really well. Try to reserve as many herbs as possible, but you want to make sure you drain off the stock or the water that you canned them in. And we're going to set those aside. What I like to start with is I like to make my dressing first. So we're going to start by using about a half a cup of Miracle Whip. I'm a Miracle Whip girl when it comes to salads. You could always use traditional mayo if you prefer. I just think Miracle Whip has more flavor. We want about a half a cup to 2/3 of a cup of Miracle Whip, depending on how much dressing you like on your potato salad. And then we're going to use about 2 teaspoons or so of Dijon mustard. And all this is to taste, so you can adjust to your liking. And then I'm also going to use a couple of teaspoons of the brine from my Zesty bread and butter pickles. So we're going to go ahead and whisk all that together. The other thing I like to do is go ahead and add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And then I like to add my eggs. I always add my potatoes last. They are, once you cook them, or in this case can them, they can be kind of fragile. So I just want to mix them in last, so I mix everything else together first. So the next thing I add are my eggs. Now you can chop these if you like your potato salad chunky. I tend to like to grate them into my potato salad, especially if you have people who may not like boiled eggs or think they don't like the big chunky eggs. Grating them works really well. Okay, so we have our eggs and our salad dressing. The next thing I'm going to put in there is I'm going to chop up some of my pickles along with the onions and the peppers. You're going to want about 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup once they're chopped. If you do not have the Zesty bread and butter pickles on hand, you could use just plain bread and butter pickles. You could use dill pickles if you prefer dill over a sweet pickle. It's entirely up to you, but the Zesty bread and butter just adds a ton of flavor here. So I highly encourage you to give them a try. If you wanted to mimic the flavor of the Zesty bread and butter pickles, but you don't have them canned up, I would just use a bread and butter or a sweet pickle, give it a nice chop, and then you could add some onions, onion powder. Onions, fresh onions and celery are very traditional potato salad. I'm not going to be using any of that here. I'm just trying to show you how I would make it using mostly our home canned goods. But you could certainly add fresh onion and fresh celery if you'd like. But we have a ton of flavor here with the Zesty bread and butter and the herb potatoes. It's fantastic. Now, if you have just plain potatoes canned up and you want to make the herbed potato salad, you can use whatever fresh or dried herbs that you like. When I canned up my potatoes, I used rosemary, thyme, and garlic, I believe. But I will leave in the description box below everything I use. Parsley too, I believe. Okay, so now we have our salad dressing, our pickles, and our eggs. And I'm just going to mix that all together. And then last but not least, we're going to use our potatoes. I just quarter my potatoes when I can them, so I need to cut them up in bite-sized pieces. So you can chunk them however big you want them. I want mine in pieces that are about bite size. So 1/4 to 1/2 inch pieces is what I'm looking for. Okay, so once you have all your potatoes cubed the way you want them, just give everything a good stir. Want a little more Miracle Whip. So I'm going to be using closer to 3/4 of a cup. But that's it. Look how beautiful. Perfect. Okay guys, how easy was that? Whip up a very quick potato salad with tons and tons of flavor. So good. Just wanted to show it to you. It's on a white plate, so I don't know that it's showing up all that great, but it's just fantastic. Give it a taste. You might want to adjust some of your seasonings a bit. You might want to add a little garlic powder, a bit of onion powder, a little more salt and pepper, but it's nice and creamy. Potatoes are perfectly done. So good, so easy, and perfect for this time of year, for all of your cookouts and your picnics. So I hope you'll give it a try. I hope this gives you another idea and another way to use your delicious herb potatoes from your home canned pantry. So you can have delicious homemade potato salad ready in 15 minutes. If you do your prep work while your eggs are boiling, boil them just for 10 minutes, throw everything together, give it a stir. 15 minutes, start to finish, you have delicious potato salad ready to go. I hope you'll give it a try. If you have comments or questions, please leave them for me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And join me next time for another delicious video. Have a great day, guys.